my life. Fuck it. Fuck my life. Fuck it. I have received this image. Hold on. I want you to take a look at it. Hold on, let me see if I can get the right one. Okay. Is it a fucking web P? It's a web P! Hold on. Hold on. Fucking whoever invented this fucking shit. I'm just done. Web P hate. Abso-fucking-lutely. To JPEG. Don't worry. It's in the Discord. If you go to the Discord, you'll see why I'm angry. You'll see. Is this my true form? No. This is my super angry serious form.
$2 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama. You are late and gay mama sawa.
Yeah, thank you, asshole. Hold on. You'll see why. You would be too. Hold on. What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? Why is this here? I forgot to mention it. Oh, really? He had a tab with you on it. I'm done. I'm done, guys. It's over. It's over. You know, I wanted... Oh my god. Where's the thing? There. Whatever, it's over. I thought it was fake. So I went to the video.
$5 to the most evil list Sawagrapesama. Oh, Sawagrapesama. Yeah, I know about her through us Mongol.
No, you don't. None of them should. I don't like fleshies. Can I say that? Not be racist?
There's two people I don't like.
I don't really care what pronouns you call yourself. Just don't call yourself a journalist. Can we get that out of the way first? If you call yourself a journalist, it's over. It's over. I don't need to deal with that. The fuck I look like dealing with that. The other one is, fleshy. I do not like the fleshies. I don't like them. Grr, bite. Maybe I'm being mean about it. Maybe there's some out there that are good. Are there, chat? I'll listen to you. Maybe I'm just being a bitch. Sour, you can't say slurs on YouTube. Well, I didn't say flesher. I said fleshy, flesha. I didn't say... I don't fucking care. I'm pissed. I tried so hard to be not noticeable. I tried so hard to hide in a sea of VTubers. And shit just happens. You know? Shit just happens. Why? He doesn't know about me though, so that's good. He just had the tab open to me. So that's bad though. That's bad. But they won't remember me, right? Yeah. I'll believe that. That's my copium of the day. Done.
Buckhawk donated $2 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama. Slurs okay knee girl fig heart.
I wish they were more okay. I wish people would just live with it like I fucking do. I don't care. As long as you ain't like hurting me or nothing, I'm okay with it. Anyway. But I don't think people can do that anymore. I think everybody has to stick up their ass. Anyway, when you gonna join Mythic?
No.
I don't need that. I don't really need a manager, do I? Right? Right. Yes. So, what are we doing today? We are going back to Hinamizawa, Wisconsin, baby. We're going back there. And we're gonna... The Harbinger of Doom! Detector Oishi is back for some weird reason, and I don't like it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Kirsha shouted me out on Side Scrollers Podcast. Let me guess. They didn't get the joke. Am I right? They didn't understand what I do, and no laugh was had. Let me guess. Because every time a person who is of the fleshy material watches any of my content without context, they do not understand it. They do not understand it. They do not get it. They just look at it and like it's from another fucking planet. I might as well be speaking in another fucking language. You should appear on there to explain. I don't appear with fleshies anywhere. No, thank you. I do not appear anywhere. So, don't forget to say Happy Mother's Day to Rika. Oh, okay. Speak Spanish. No, I don't want to speak Taco Bell. No. I'm a good girl. Not today, at least. I don't feel like speaking it. Kirsha did explain a bit. Craig was more impressed with Moonshine's production with his toys. It is impressive. I used to get like all the time like, are you using a voice changer? Is that like a guy using a voice changer? Now people are like,
is that AI? That has to be AI, right? That's totally AI.
no. It is my real voice that I am destroying every single stream. Thank you very much, Baka. Ugh. So, what are we doing? Oh yeah, Higurashi. See how fast I forget? Oh my gosh, I almost made this into a Zatsu. Bad Sawa, bad Sawa. Bad Sawa. A pack of smokes will fix that. I wish I could smoke. But I can't. I cannot. Let's see. Let's see, where are we going? Oh, I have a question for you guys. Are any of you guys going to what's that fucking convention called? What's that place? Aw, Kirsha did gush. Aw, she's so nice. She's so nice. I feel bad because it's always the nice VTubers that get hit the hardest. And not, me, who's fucking evil or... Doesn't make sense to me. Yes, Oofkai. Are any of you guys going there? Oofkai? I didn't think of that. Nicely done. Nope. No. Some people are in the Discord. I don't leave my room. Oh no. Are you in jail? Are you watching me in a prison cell? Imagine going to Cali. I can't imagine. No, never. No. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah, Higurashi. Where were we? Oh yeah, there. So, what did you do? Let's get that out of the way. Let's move this over here. Let's open. Where the hell is Higurashi? Why am I a potato? I'm not a fucking potato. Hold on. I'll show you the whole model.
The Archvile donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Hey, Sawa. How you doing? Am I retarded?
Yes, and not doing well. I'm being noticed on Twitter. This is me. This is me. Baka. This is me. Anyway. Let's go to the game zone. Blah, 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 blah. Angry potato. No! No potato! No potato! So I hope you got your mom a nice card. I got her a card. And I got her a teapot cup combo. And then I got her some tea. That's what I did. And you can get tea too at the hold on. Where is it? There! At thedragonstreasure.com/sawagrapesama or use my code sawagrapesama to get 10% off your entire order. Yay! I had to slip it in there somewhere. Yeah. Get yourself some tea, get your mom some tea, get some tea for your tea. Do that. How about that? Mix them. You can mix them together. Did you mention coffee? Oh yeah, he has coffee too. He has coffee. But we like tea here. We like tea and coffee. Maybe if I mix them together. Yeah. Anyway. Whoop. I almost put the other pictures up. I was like, no, it's this one. It's this one. Okay, I'll lock that in there so it's safe. Okay, now back to this shit. Ooh, GOG. Oh no, they're advertising to me. The minute I opened this shit, they started advertising to me. Postal, what is this? Paradise Lost? Postal 2? No, thank you. Oh gosh.
Do we want to go shopping?
Has anybody ever done that? It's just a shopping stream where they look at dumb games. I already have a bunch of this. Hold on. Install. Let's go to Higurashi. Higurashi. Come on. We gotta get to the properties quick before the song comes on. Close. Is it doing it? Yes! Yes! Boom.
Higurashi when they cry.
Continue. So, we're gonna have to deal with the detective. I hate detectives. Can't stand the police. Go away. Leave me alone. Do you have regular sweet tea? I'm Southern. You can make your tea sweet. You know that, right?
The
There's such a
Archvile
thing as
donated
sugar.
$2 to the most wickedest Savashama. Do you have regular sweet tea? I'm Southern.
I take the peach princess from the Dragon's Treasure. I take that and I put honey in it. I put the raw honey in it and I put it over ice. It's really good. But I will tell you right now, it is very caffeinated. Because it's so long. Anyway. Why is... Hold on. Hold on. Bastards! Anyway. Can you brew any of Dragon's Treasure like tea, like Sun Tea? I have not tried it yet. But I don't know. I'd have to ask him. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, back to this. Wait, why can't I hear anything? Why can't I... Okay. Hold on. I did break it. No, 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 I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, it's good. Oh my gosh, I was so scared, Muffin. I thought it did crash for a moment. I didn't. Oh, it's weird. Oh, that was
ど
weird.
うもどうも、こんにちは。
Hello there, good day.
お昼休み中すみませんね。
Sorry for bothering you during your lunch break. It was a middle-aged man I didn't know. Or maybe I'd passed by him a few times, and I'd seen his face, but I don't know him. Oh, here we go. When his half smile deepened, something within me shuddered with fear. There was no basis for that. No reason. But I shuddered. I was somewhat confused about those emotions.
The Archvile donated $5
Oh,
to
thank
the
you.
most wickedest Savashama. Off-topic message for chat. If you ain't using Sava for ASMR, you're weak and probably homosexual.
I've done ASMR for people before. It went okay. I just think that it's not in my nature. If that makes sense. I was made to be loud and annoying. Sawa ASMR? Yeah, yes. Anyway.
I was somewhat confused about those emotions, not quite understanding them myself.
Oh, thank you for all the Mother's Day, what are they called? Congratulations? What are they called? What are they? Mother's Day messages, thank you. Congratulations! Oh, just shoot me now. Ah! Whatever. Whatever. I'm not a hamster! I'm a guinea pig, and I'm not a potato! I'm a guinea pig! Everybody's just stupid. Whatever. Whatever.
Anonymous donated $1.69 to the most evil list
Thank you,
Savashama.
Anan.
Happy Mother's Day to all you MFRs. Oh, and happy Mother's Day to our wonderful mothers too.
Whatever. Stupid. Thank you.
There was one thing I could say, though. Nobody but teachers and students should be at school. This person shouldn't have been here. I felt less of a tremble and more of a sense of dread, like a caterpillar, brightly colored in garish, bilious greens, were crawling across my forehead. A feeling of disgust that neither itchy nor gross could describe, as the grisly, dreadful hair rubbed against my brow. I didn't even want to see his face. I wanted to jump backwards and run away. An unpleasant feeling for which I didn't even know the cause. The other side of myself has nothing but questions. Hey, what are you doing? What are you disgusted by? This is the first time you've met him. It's rude to hate someone for no reason. No answers were coming. I held my silence, waiting, a damp sweat running down my forehead. When he saw that, Oishi thought maybe he was being intimidating and gave me a relaxed smile.
Yep. That's right, Reggie.
ああ、
Learn to touch
失礼
these
しま
things.
した。
No, please, excuse me.
怪しいもんじゃないんですよ。
I'm no one suspicious, I assure you. Now come into my white van. We got video games. It's got air conditioning.
We got mahjong.
And candy, yeah, candy and mahjong. Just what a fucking kid.
Eric Jimenez donated $1.99 to the most wickedest Savashama. Happy Mother's Day. So when is the next letters?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it, kid. Not right now.
You'll probably get that feeling too one day. Maybe. Little brat. Anyway, back to this. What the fuck are we doing with our lives?
Oh, please excuse me. I'm no one suspicious, I assure you.
私、沖宮警察署から参りました。大石と申します。
I'm Oishi, from the Okinomiya Police Department.
あれ、手帳どこかな
Wait, where did I put my cord?
と、あれ
あれ
あれ
Are?
参ったな。
This is...
ありゃ
What?
What?
He fished through various pockets, then finally found his police ID and showed it to me, grinning dryly. He may have been trying to use those clumsy seeming actions to ease my anxiety, but I could definitely say it didn't work. Why was I this nervous? There was a reason, of course. If I wanted today to be the same as before, then today didn't need someone who hadn't been here back then.
Oh my gosh, he's right! All right, boy. He's finally getting this one's the smart one. In chapter 3. He's finally smarting up. Oh my gosh.
Buckhog donated $20 to the most wickedest Savashama. This might seem odd or off topic, but when some of the other girls get real sad, or something bad happens to them, a part of me wants to go and protect or hug them. I try not to be parasocial.
Should I log off or should I log off and am I gay for this? You are gay for it, but I guess you shouldn't log off. I guess. I don't know. But you are gay for this. It is human instinct when someone's sad and bad, even when they're online, to want to comfort them. So I get it. So I'm a little gay too. But it is gay. It is. And that's okay. As long as you don't take it to some weird level. You just be polite and respectful. Okay? Polite and respectful.
Until you cannot be. I will tell you when that time is.
Yeah, no building shrines in the fucking closet. That's just weird. No building shrines. No building 300 paper cut. I kind of like that, to be honest with you. Because where he put some of the cutouts is pretty fucking funny. He had Emmy in a fucking bathroom. And I was just dying. I was like, Emmy saw me in the fucking bathroom watching you take a shit. Oh yeah, he had the 20-foot tall Sakuna. Oh, I'm scared of Sakuna. Keep him away from me. Keep that guy away. Get that fucker out of here, bro. Scary. Fisher is scary. Anyway. Where were we? Oh, yeah. There's some people I just don't want to notice me, and that's one of them. That and Asmongold, but I guess that's fucking up. But they don't know who the fuck I am. They don't know. It's okay, Sawa. You can stay hidden in the shadows with your memes that aren't watermarked, so that you can deny deny that you've ever said anything.
Oh, my voice acting portfolio? I don't have one. Yeah.
Anyway, back to this shit.
If I wanted today to be the same as before, then today didn't need someone who hadn't been here back then. The fact that a man who wasn't here yesterday showed up today meant that today would be a different day than those before it.
Oh shit! He activated all the almonds, boy! We ready.
That would mark the end of the fun and happy days. I gulped and erased that ominous conclusion from my mind.
Arigato, aggressive butter.
Aggressive_butter became a boy. You are the evilest tater chip with 10 bean sewer.
I am the evilest potato. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see here.
Calm down, Keiichi Marabara. It's just an old guy who looks kind of perverted and... It's just an old guy who looks kind of perverted and came from the police department. Don't go deciding that the fun times are over. Yeah, he just came here because of his job. Yeah, just for his job. If he's working, then he would normally go to the teacher's lounge, right? The fact that he spoke to me... Yes, it must be to ask where it was.
職員室をお探しですか?
Are you looking for the teacher's lounge?
なら、あそこの昇降口から入って。
You just have to go through the entrance and... I didn't want to look at this man for another second, so I started pushing things along.
Oh, hey, dang lady! Anyway.
Oishi, however, didn't seem to have any interest in the teacher's lounge.
ああ、いえいえ。
No, no.
職員室にはそんなに用事はないんです。
I don't have anything to do there.
それより、お友達を呼んでもらいたいんですが、お願いできますかね?
Could I get you to call a friend of yours, if I may be so bold?
お友達?
Tomodachi.
誰です?
Who?
女の子です。
One of them there girls. A girl.
北条聡子さんを呼んできてもらえませんか?
Could you call Satoko Hojo-san for me?
My consciousness grew faint, like I was about to pass out. Yes. My anxiety was realized. The dreadful, disgusting caterpillar was looking at me, about to crawl into my ear. Its frizzly, dreadful hair was touching my ear cavity. That was how bad it felt.
警察が聡子に何の用ですか?
What do the police need with Satoko?
いえいえいえ。
No, no, no.
大した用事じゃないんです。
It's nothing important.
兄さん、聞きたいことがありまして。
I just had 2 or 3 things to ask her in my white van over there.
ご協力をいただければ嬉しいんですがね。
I'd like it if you could cooperate with me.
Why? Why? Of all people, was it Satoko? Why would a police officer come here in the middle of the day for something that wasn't important? Why? This man was strange. I could smell it. And it smelled bad. Just a whiff of it made me want to grimace. I knew that this man couldn't possibly be here to deliver her lost wallet or anything. I couldn't imagine what he needed from Satoko, but it had to be something unpleasant. My throat stung with burning pain. Burned like a parched, creviced wasteland. The wasteland broke apart deep in my throat, and it brought out words from deep in my mind.
あんたに用はあっても、サトコにはないと思います。
You may need something from her, but I don't think Satoko needs anything from you.
帰ってくれませんか?
Could you please leave? Oishi probably hadn't expected that reply. He stood there surprised for a few moments. I did as well. I hadn't thought words like that could ever come from my mouth. Things might still work out. This guy may have shown up out of the blue. But if I drove him off, maybe I could make it so that it never happened. If I could do that, then I could get back. The peace we had until yesterday. I could get it back.
これは手厳しいな。
Hex 301 became a boy.
Thank you, Hex.
Found this after 20 minus 3 months. Moon best girl.
Whatever. Mion is not best girl. Shion is best girl. We're not gonna discuss it. Anyway. I forgot what we were doing. Oh yeah. I was thinking of Shion.
Well, you sure are strict.
Spectacle Panda donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Am I being detained? I know my rights.
Yeah, am I being detained? Officer, I know my rights. I know that I have the right to cry. I want my days back.
Yep.
あなた、サトコさんのマネージャーさんですかな?
Are you Satoko-san's manager, perhaps?
アポイントメントがないと面会は叶いませんか?
Can I not see her without an appointment?
話がしたいだけなら電話ですればいいじゃないですか。
If you just want to talk to her, shouldn't you just call her?
日中、学校にまで押しかけてくるなんて明らかに異常です。
Barging into school in the middle of the day isn't normal. Breaking through a dam would have been the perfect analogy to
Rick
use.
Bain donated $2
thank you.
to the most wickedest Sawashama. Happy Mother's Day to the men that made it happen.
Fuck you. They're not mamas. They're daddies. They have a day too. Baka. Anyway. Fuck you. Where's my other water? I forgot to do vocal exercises before the stream. I forgot to do vocal exercises before the stream. I was too busy. Cracked my knuckles.
Mufin became a boy.
Thank you,
I'm a
Mufin.
sovereign citizen in Himizawa, officer.
I can travel anywhere I want. I'm a sovereign citizen.
Oh, that would have made this weird visual now. Anyway, let's see here.
Why didn't I like this man? This man shouldn't have been here. I needed to make it so that this man wasn't here. Childish, selfish emotions bubbled up from the depths of my mind, and they each came out of my mouth just as it had been formed. Not liking this guy was my own problem. But to say things so bluntly to him, even I thought I was crazy. Yeah.
ありゃ。
Oh,
いちいち正論な方ですね。
you're the logical sort, aren't you?
こういう言い方をする人は苦手なんだよな。
I'm not too good with people who talk like that.
Oishi grinned and scratched at his sweaty throat. Even as he feigned stupidity, I could tell he was irritated. Hey, Kiichi Matabata, why am I looking for a fight with this old policeman here? It's not like he brought the gift of misfortune with him.
He did, though! He does it every time!
It's not like he brought the gift of misfortune with him, all wrapped up in paper, right? Right. It wasn't like he had brought a package of misfortune with him and was asking me to sign here, please. Rationally speaking, I understood all that. So then, why was I so... Finally, I outlasted Oishi in our game of silence, and he gave a big sigh. Then he addressed a few of my female underclassmen running around nearby.
もしもし、君たち。
Oh, excuse me, all of you.
ちょっといいですかな。
Do you have a moment?
北条聡子さんを呼んできてほしいんですがね。
I'd like you to call Satoko Hojo-san if you could. Oh.
Wrong voice! In my head, they all actually sound the same. Can you believe that? So one starts, I have to remember to change it. In my head. And it happens so quickly. In my head. Weird, huh? I still don't really know how it all works. Maybe one day I can map it all out in a stream. But then I'd have to share with you what I actually sound like as a baseline of what I work with. And that's not... that's kind of weird.
M14 Wolf became a P-boy underscore Tashrite.
Well, back to this. My underclassmen tried to smile and reply, but they noticed the oddly stiff air atmosphere around me and seemed hesitant to give a quick answer.
いませんか?
Do you ever just forget your real voice? This is technically my real voice right now. So, yeah. Every single voice I do is technically my real voice. I change them off all the time too easily. Isn't the baseline the Latina sour voice? No. I very rarely use that one. I very rarely. Which voice is the real Sawa? You've never heard it before. I haven't released it.
Duskblight donated $5 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Love how Sawa yells at the VN on screen like my brother watching late night telenovela.
And what you right though? You right though.
Regimania became a P-boy, master of the 1,000 voices.
Nah, I don't have 1,000. I have like 20 something. It goes up on occasion, but I have 20 something now. I'm comfy with about like 12 of them. Okay, 15? Is it 15 now? Like 15 of them? 5 of them I don't really care for and I don't share. One of them is Latina Sour. Let's see, where's the... Hood Sour is my real voice? No. It is not. But it's comfy and I like doing it. It's comfy. How many subs do we get your real voice? No. I might do it for members one day. I don't know. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. It's shit. Anyway. Stop saying it's Hood Sour. It's not Hood Sour. Stupid. I bet it's super cute. Whatever. What I think of you, Mirvin. That's what I think. It's not. Anyway, where were we?
Is she not here?
北条聡子さん。
Satoko Hojo-san?
北条さんは今日はお休みですけど。
Hojo-san, she stayed home today.
休み。
Stayed home.
His face remained smiling. That doesn't look like a smile. Hold on.
On this one.
Anonymous donated $1.69 to the most evil list Sawashama. Speaking of member streams, when's the next karaoke? I've got a Kanye song I want to request.
I don't rap, sorry. I don't rap gifts and I don't rap music. So. Anyway. Back to this.
His face remained smiling, but his tone was clearly one of ill humor. His conspicuous spite caused my underclassmen, who had answered honestly, to cringe in fear.
そうですか。
So desu ka?
いやはやいやはや。
Dear me, dear me.
これはついてないです。
I'm quite unlucky.
He was smiling broadly, but the way he laughed didn't make me feel better at all. When he noticed that his laughter wasn't getting anyone else to laugh with him, he immediately stopped.
で、
So,
君たち、
you girls,
ここにいるお兄さんは
could you
な
tell
ん
me
て
the
名前
name
か教えてくれますか？
of this boy here?
No snitching. Please, no stingy.
ん？
Hmm?
He grabbed the girls by the shoulders.
He's gonna pull a Biden. Don't sniff those anime girls! Don't you do it! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. In my Hinamizawa? This is some bullshit.
He grabbed the girls by the shoulders.
Do you see that? He's gonna sniff them, guys. He's gonna sniff them.
He grabbed the girls by the shoulders so they wouldn't run away and crouched down to address them at eye level. The girls flinched away from the sharp, piercing light of his eyes. I don't like this anymore. I thought I would like the third chapter, you know? I thought I would like it. And now I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Stranger danger. I don't like it. And in exchange for their release, they didn't resist and told him my name.
ほう。
I see.
前原圭一さんですか。
Keiichi Matabata-san. Is that it?
He said my full name. That was all he said. And yet, I couldn't help but shudder. It was like he grabbed me by the collar just with those words.
ああ、あなたひょっとして例の前原屋敷の御曹司。
Oh, could you be the son of the Matabata family I've heard so much about?
お父さん、高名な芸術家さんなんですってね。
I heard your father is a renowned furry artist.
年に2回ほど東京の大展覧会に出展されてるそうじゃないですか。
His works go on display twice a year in the great exhibition in Tokyo, don't they?
どんな立派な絵を描かれるかは存じませんがね。
I don't know what sort of fantastic furry pictures he creates, though.
お母さんも知的そうな方じゃないですか。
Then there's your mother. She seems intelligent too.
高学歴って聞きましたよ。
I heard she was a high academic achiever.
どこぞの女子大を出られてるそうじゃないですか。
ありがとう、すなり。
Shanari became a good boy. Don't touch me there, don't touch my no square.
Don't touch me there. Don't touch me there. Don't touch me in my no. Yeah. Anyway, back to this.
How much does your father charge for diaper fur commissions of personas, Keiichi? I'm asking for a friend, of course. She went to some girl's university, didn't she?
あの年の女性で女子大でなんてすごいですよ。
It's amazing for someone that age to have graduated from a girl's university.
ひょっとしてお母さん、両家のお嬢さんなんじゃないですか？
Could your mother actually be the daughter of a respectable family?
なんて噂が立ってるせいか。冷たい人だなんて噂が立てられてるなんてご存知で？
At least, those are the rumors, and they say she's a cold person because of it. Did you know that?
町内会の会合、最初の1回以外は出てないでしょう。
She only went to the first neighborhood association meeting, right?
そういうのっていけないんです
certainly
よ
no
ね。
good.
こういう土地ではご近所付き合いをないがしろになんかできませんよ。
You can't disrespect your neighbors in a place like this.
A sense of eeriness slithered up my spine. This was my first experience of true terror. I couldn't believe it felt this terrible. For someone you've just met, to know everything about you already. Oishi clamped onto my shoulders and brought his eyes close to peer into mine.
こういう土地ではね、敵は作らない方が絶対にいいですよ。
In a place like this, it would be far better not to make enemies, wouldn't it?
さもないと。
If not...
Ow! Oishi dug into my shoulders with inhuman strength. God!
思わぬところで不利益を受けるかもしれません。
Then if something unexpected were to happen, you might see some drawbacks.
因果応報という言葉もありますよ。
Have you ever heard of karma?
Oh my god, yes I have. Like, karma is like so real. Like, bad things just happen to bad people because, you know, that's how it works. That's how the universe works. And that's how, you know, we as people who believe in it totally like mystify it as this big thing when it's not a big thing. It's karma. It just happens.
It's fake and gay, and you shouldn't believe in karma. God reigns on the just and unjust, and you should be thankful for that. Anyway, back to what we're... Karma's gay and fake. It's fake. Sometimes good things happen to bad people, and they should thank God for that. Anyway.
風が吹けば桶屋が儲かるの正反対です。
Oh, gosh. Chad will face karma for their actions, that's right. Like crystals, that's fake too. Yeah, I like see, the sad part of it too is I like crystals, but I don't like the crystal community. I don't like the crystal community because they actually, some of them believe that they have powers and shit. They don't have powers and shit. That's fake. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard of karma? It's like how a butterfly flapping its wings can cause a tornado.
That's not what happens. That's fake too.
妙なところで買った恨みが信じられないところで帰ってくることがあるかもしれません。
Grudges born in strange places could come back to you in ways you wouldn't believe.
That's just revenge. That's not karma.
そうなったら嫌でしょう?
You wouldn't like that, would you?
誰だって恨みなんか買いたくないんです。
Nobody wants to have a grudge held against them.
敵を作らないに越したことなんかない。
There's nothing positive about making enemies.
どうしました
What's the matter?
肩がだいぶ凝ってます
Your
ね
shoulders are very stiff.
ちょっと揉んであげましょうか
Should I give you a massage?
ほら
See?
気持ちいいでしょ
Feels good, right?
Hold on, let me do it.
Kimochi desu yo. Kimochi desu yo.
I was going around my house the other day trying to scare people by going,
Hold on.
I scared 2 people.
Hold on.
I just scared. It's not great, Mom. That's right. That's right. I scared 2 people. Maybe I should try it on my mom. Hold on. Should I record it? She would be so fucking pissed. She'd think I'd have a demon and then put like holy oil on my head. It wouldn't be a good... It wouldn't be good for me. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Anyway. Holy oil? No. She prays and then the oil and then all that stuff. I don't subscribe to that, by the way, but yeah.
Hobo of Mexico became a boy. Happy
Arigato.
Mother's Day, Suwa. Hope it's been a good one.
It's okay. I didn't get anything, but it's okay. I didn't want anything. I just wanted to be left alone and go,
Hold on.
that's what I wanted. I don't need much to make me happy. Anyway, where were we?
I'm hurting this child over here. Isn't it funny?
Ow! This man wasn't just strong. It was like he knew exactly where to press to make me feel pain. Only 4 or 5 fingers were on my shoulders, and yet the pain made me want to bend over backwards. A few of the girls from my class were pretty shaken up, but didn't seem to want to help me.
What are they gonna do? What are they... What are they gonna do? Distract him?
They weren't sure if they should go call the teacher. Yes, go call the teacher! I'm being massaged to death! By a policeman! Help!
He should just...
Bad touch, girls! Do you see this? It says bad touch!
Oh my gosh.
As for me, I couldn't take the time to wait until the teacher got here. It hurts!
もうそれくらいになさってください。
Would you mind leaving things at that?
痛がってますよ。
You're hurting him.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh! My savior, the creep! The creepy coach is here! Yay! Yay? Yeah, does he want to give me a massage too?
Get your hands off my little boy toy here. I am the only one that can massage him. I'm saved by a pervert.
Oh, whatever.
Behind Oishi-san is someone. To my disbelief, it was Coach.
おや。
Oh my.
Oh my.
これは入江先生じゃありませんか。
If it isn't Dr. Edie.
ご無沙汰しておりますね。
It certainly has been a while since we were last in touch.
What's he doing? Oh my god. Oh, Masaki, you're here. I love your PFP. I think I saw you on Twitter. The other day you liked one of my things, and I laughed so hard at that fucking PFP again. Every time I see that fucking PFP. I do. And I've seen more. Is that the Dizzy Dokuro?
Dizzy Dokoro.
Edit? Oh my god, that shit on anything. You put her fucking her hair on anything and it makes me laugh. Especially Shinji. Anyway, back to this shit. This is a good bug? Yeah, I like her Zatsu. She's good at it. Anyway, back to this shit.
Discomforted by Coach's sudden appearance, Oishi laughed scornfully. The vice on my shoulders, however, remained as strong as ever.
挨拶はいいです。
They did the glasses thing. They did the cool glasses. Ooh, look it. No, they didn't do it on any of the other ones. Come on, we'll leave it there.
それよりも、前原くんを離してあげてください。
Never mind the greetings. Please, just let go of Matabata-kun.
Oishi smiled daringly and glared straight at Coach. He didn't release me in the meantime, of course.
先生のところにも後でお伺いしようと思っていたんですよ。
I was just thinking of stopping by your place later, Doctor.
いつもお忙しいとかで、ろくろくお話ができませんからね。
You always seem so busy that we can never have a good chat.
ええ。
Yes,
お望みとあれば、いくらでもお話を伺いますよ。
if you want, I'll chat with you all you like.
でもその前に、令状をお持ちになってください。
But please be sure to have a warrant first.
職務質問と任意同行は拒否できますからね。
After all, otherwise, I can refuse to go voluntarily into questioning.
Coach didn't display a shred of the weird behavior he'd shown at the baseball game and barbecue. Oh my gosh, he is so based. Look at him! He's so based, guys! He asked for his rights. He knows his rights, guys. Isn't that based?
That should be bad. That should be fucking normal. That should be fucking normal. It makes me mad. Sorry, I can't be base. I can't see base with this art. I think you can. I think you can. I can only see.
He stared steadily at Oishi and fought so that he would release me. His chances were terribly bad, of course. Compared to the relaxed Oishi, Coach seemed like he was being defeated mentally. It made sense. Coach had a somewhat narrow stature, but Oishi's body was packed with muscles. Yeah, look at all these muscles right here. Where are they? Behind the fat? What's going on? Okay, fine. Coach had a somewhat... It wasn't even a contest. But Coach was fighting for me without taking a step back. Beads of sweat formed on his face, and though he paled, he was fighting for my sake. Suddenly, Oishi laughed and let go of my shoulders.
Ow.
My body exhausted, I fell right onto my backside.
前原君、
バラバラ君。
大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫ですか？大丈夫ですか？
くそ。いてててて。
Damn it. Ow. I rubbed my shoulders where Oishi had latched onto them. The pain from falling over went away quickly, but this pain was lingering.
大丈夫ですか？前原君。
大丈夫ですか？バラバラ君。
ひどいことを。
This is terrible.
くそ。あいててて。
Shit. Ow. Ow.
ちょっと肩を揉んだだけじゃないですか。
I was just giving him a little massage.
前原さんも少し大げさすぎですよ。
Marabata-san, aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
男の子はもう少し我慢強くなくっちゃ。
Boys gotta learn to man up.
I wanted to retort, but I couldn't think of anything witty.
肩は上がりますか？
Can you lift your shoulders?
痛みますか？
Are they in pain?
痛みが強いようなら、ちゃんと診察をした方がいい。
If you're really hurt, then you should have a proper checkup.
とにかく保健室へ。
Oh. This is the word. So we'll leave it there. We'll leave it right there. If you're really hurt, then you should have a proper checkup. Let's go to the nurse's office.
Coach lent me his shoulder and walked beside me.
大げさですね。
What an exaggeration.
私に限って傷が残るような真似をするわけがないじゃないですか。
I'd be the last person to do any sort of permanent damage.
ねえ。
Right? Am I right, Chad?
これでも現職の警察官なんですよ。
I'm still an active police officer, you know.
さあ、どんなご用があったか存じませんが、もうご用がないならお帰りを。
Come. I don't know what you needed to be here for, but if you're finished, then please leave.
今日のことは今度所長さんに直接抗議しますから。
Ooh,
そのつもりでいてください。
he gonna complain? Oh no. Oh no.
Like they gonna do something about it. They gonna do nothing about it. They gonna take that complaint and throw it in the garbage. That's what the cops do. Anyway, back to this. Cub, I don't know what you needed to be here for, but if you're finished, then please leave. I'm going to complain about this directly to the chief, so please keep that in mind.
それは困りますね。
Oh, that's a problem, ain't it? Oh my. That's gonna hurt my record. Oh no.
Oishi-san waved his hand sarcastically, pivoted around, and headed to the car parked by the school gates. And without turning back around, he got in and started the engine. Damn it. Who the hell was he? Damn it!
あいつは大石クランドという刑事です。
He's a detective named Kurado Oishi
乱暴者でね。
and a hooligan.
村中に嫌われている男です。
Everyone in the village hates him.
前原さんも用心した方がいい。
Marabara-san, you should be careful too.
Okay, hold on.
Kurado Oishi.
Just like I thought, my gut instinct wasn't wrong. He would be the one. The one to bring unhappiness. I'm gonna say Mitch Fortune. Hold on. The one to bring unhappiness, misfortune. Something that would ruin our peace. Shit! I won't accept it! All these fun days can't possibly end just because some guy like him showed up. I won't accept it! Coach seemed to be familiar with the school, so he brought me to the nurse's office without much trouble. The girls from my class came along as well, looking worried. Yeah, looking worried, but they didn't do anything!
I'm still thinking, like, what could they have done? I don't know. Record it on their phones and then make a TikTok or something.
Yeah! Oh wait, this is the 80s. We didn't have that back then.
Let's see, where were we?
Our teacher and the principal, having noticed the disturbance, came to see what was the matter.
前原くん
How did I voice her? I forget how I voiced her. Hold on. 前原くん
どうしたんですか
What's wrong?
怪我でも
Are you hurt? Oh, now girl comes in. Oh my gosh. Great. I'll just voice it as Sawa. Well...
前原さんさっき校庭で変なおじさんに
There was this weird man in the schoolyard just now, and Matabata-san. That was so helpful. Yeah, thank you, little girl. So annoying. Stupid little girls.
Coach gently interrupted the girls trying to explain.
いえ、
No.
ちょっと転んでひねったみたいで
It
す。
looks like he just fell and twisted something.
大丈夫だとは思いますけど、
I think he's
念の
alright.
ためと思いましてね。
But I wanted to make sure.
保健室をちょっとお借りいたします。
If it's fine with you, I'll borrow the nurse's office for a bit.
入江先生、よろしくお願いしますぞ。
おらおらおらおら。
The principal gave him a deep bow. It looked like Coach was acquainted with the adults at school. He slid open the doors to the nurse's office, but there wasn't a nurse in there or anything. I'd figured. I'd never seen anyone but Chie-sensei and the principal working here. Coach didn't seem to mind the fact that there was no nurse and quickly made his way into the nurse's office. He instructed me to sit down and started washing his hands in the sink. Oh, I get it. He's the coach for the boys' baseball team. He must be pretty used to treating wounds with first aid.
Did he not understand while he was getting a massage that Oishi-san called him doctor? Did he have his fingers in his ears the whole time? He's a doctor.
ちょっと幹部を見せてもらえますか。
That's why he's a nerd. He has the glasses. Makes sense. Everything's making sense. There. We'll put it back here.
Could you show me where it was?
まだ痛みます。
Are you still in pain?
いえ、もう全然痛みません。
No, it doesn't hurt at all anymore.
本当に大丈夫です。
Oh, they probably called him sensei, which means multiple things. You're right, Zilzlammer. In English, it would fuck up. It would literally say doctor. You're right, thank you. Yes, that makes sense.
True, and Rio. True.
Let's see.
No, it doesn't hurt at all anymore. I'm fine, really. I rolled up my shirt and shouldered my shoulder. No bruise. Not even nail marks. So I can't take him to court. No evidence! And yet it hurt so much, I thought my shoulders would be crushed. Even the pain had disappeared without a trace. It hurts so much, but not so much as a bruise remained.
それだけあいつが慣れているということですよ。
It just means he's used to doing that.
Used to it, huh?
今度会った時は挑発しないことです。
The next time you meet, don't provoke him.
I will provoke him.
あいつを怒らせて得をすることは何もありませんからね。
Nothing good will come of making him angry.
I will make him angry. Thank you.
自宅に制服警官を連れて押しかけてきたら、ご家族だっていい気持ちはしないでしょ。
If you go home with an uniformed policeman by your side, your family won't like that, will they?
それは確かに。
Well, you're right.
しかし、
Still,
何があったんです？
what happened?
前原さんがあいつと喧嘩になるなんて。
Why did you end up in a fight with him?
あいつ、里子に用事があるとか言ってきて。
He came up and said he needed something from Satoko.
え？
Huh?
里子ちゃんにですか？
Satoko-chan.
Coach's gaze lowered and his expression clouded a bit. Somehow, that gesture seemed to be saying Oishi was bound to come to Satoko, and that it was no laughing matter. Oh no. Coach fell silent in thought. Quietly, he took a compress out of his first aid kit and put it on me. Oh no, this is bad.
あの男はまだ里子ちゃんに付きまとうつもりなんでしょうか？
Does he still plan on clinging to Satoko-chan?
本当に蛇みたいにしつこい男です。
He's a persistent man. I'll give him that. Like a snake.
Coach mumbled to himself.
付きまとう？
Cling?
あの大石っていうやつ、たびたび里子のところへ来てるんですか？
Does that Oishi guy go to Satoko's place a lot? Coach didn't answer, but the lack of a denial served well enough. What on earth did the policeman, probably a detective or something, need from Satoko? What mistake had led a detective to cling to a sweetly smiling Satoko? Yeah, what did she do?
前原さんは、そうか。
Time to sip some water.
Bada-bada-san. All right.
引っ越してきたばかりでしたね。
All right. You just moved here, didn't you?
ええ。
Yes.
そうですけど。
I did, but...
お社様のたたりと里子ちゃんの話は少しは聞いたことがありますか？
Have you heard anything about Oyashiro-sama's curse? And about Satoko-chan?
Well, I knew a few things about it, certainly.
里子の両親がダム計画の賛成派で。
Let me put this up here. My tea! I drank all of it. Anyway, Satoko's parents were dam proponents.
転落事故で死んだのはたたりだって話ですか？
Accidental death was because of the curse. You mean that? Coach smiled thinly and dryly.
So you know.
He said, dropping his gaze. If I recalled correctly, there was an accident on a viewing platform at the public park she had gone to with her family, and her parents died. And then it was just big brother and little sister. And then she was with Rika-chan and...
ご両親が亡くなった里子ちゃんとお兄さんのさとしくんはおじ夫婦宅に身を寄せることになりました。
When they lost their parents, Satoko-chan and her brother, Satoshi-kun, were given to their uncle and his wife to take care of them.
え、あ、そうなんですか。
Oh, is that so? Their parents died in the accident, and Satoshi ran away, leaving only Satoko to start living with Rika-chan. I'd known that much, but this is the first time I had heard they'd been brought to their uncle and aunt. Oh yeah! And they died too, didn't they? of mysterious circumstances.
おじというのは聡子ちゃんのお父さんの弟にあたる方なんですがね。
Their uncle was Satoko-chan's father's younger brother.
残念なことに夫婦揃ってちょっと尊敬に値する方々ではありませんでした。
Unfortunately, neither of the couple were people deserving of respect.
Coach normally picked his words politely, so when he came out and said that they didn't deserve respect, it really made me wonder what kind of people they were.
聡子ちゃんの両親がダムに賛成していたとばっちりで、おじ夫婦も村内ではとても肩身の狭い思いをしていましたからね。
As soon as Satoko-chan's parents came out in support of the dam, their uncle and aunt took on a lot of the shame in the village as well.
聡子ちゃんたちを歓迎するはずもなかったんです。
They would never have welcomed in Satoko-chan and Satoshi-kun.
聡子ちゃんたち兄弟にとってとても辛い生活だったと聞きを読んでいます。
I've heard that for siblings, it was a very rough life.
Bit by bit, Coach told me about the numerous agonies the Hojo siblings had suffered at their uncle's house. As their guardians, their aunt and uncle sucked up everything belonging to their immediate family. Satoko and Satoshi were crammed into a small room, and their lives were laden with things that were miserable both for their bodies and minds. In the first place, since apparently their aunt and uncle weren't on good terms, there was no end to their fighting. And as if in revenge for that, whenever they saw Satoko or Satoshi's face, they would always find fault with them, scold them, yell at them, strike them, and take away meals as punishment.
今思い出してもゾッとします。
I still shudder to think about it.
今の元気な聡子ちゃんしか知らないあなたには土毛色の顔をしてただ日陰でぼーっとしているだけの彼女など想像もつかないでしょう。
You've never known any Satoko, but the energetic and healthy one now, though you probably couldn't imagine her face being so deathly pale, a girl always standing dazed in the shade of the trees.
I couldn't imagine it. I didn't want to. That is how I honestly felt. But at the very least, Satoko isn't like that anymore. She may have had a miserable life in the past, but it was different now. Something happened to change that life. Yeah, what happened?
去年の綿流しのお祭りの夜にね、おばが死んでしまったんです。
I think we're finding shit out. We needed this information.
Last year, on the night of the Watanagashi festival, their aunt died.
異常者にバットか何かで殴り殺されて。
She was beaten to death by a deviant with a baseball bat.
I wonder who.
綿流しの祭りの夜には村の旧敵がたたりで死ぬと噂されてましたからね。
Now we know how she died. We only knew that it was some stranger that came in, supposedly. Yeah.
Rumors spread of the curse having killed an enemy of the village on the night of the festival.
この死も単なる殺人事件としてだけでなく、お社様のたたりではないかと村中でささやかれました。
This death wasn't a simple homicide either. They whispered that it was actually Oyashiro-sama's curse.
A few days later, the deviant arrested for drug use confessed to further offenses, and the incident was resolved. However, before it was resolved, no one knew whether the part about it being Oyashiro-sama's curse was true or not.
おじだって平見沢の人間ですからね。
Their uncle is part of Hinamizawa, after all.
お社様のたたりを大層怖がり、逃げ出して雲隠れしてしまったそうです。
He apparently grew incredibly frightened of Oyashiro-sama's curse and went into hiding.
聞いた話では、沖宮あたりの実婚の中の女性宅に転がり込んでるとか。
From what I've heard, he's staying with an intimate lady friend somewhere in Okinomiya.
それで解放されたんですか？
And Satoko and Satoshi.
サトコたちは
Were they released?
おばは死に、おじは逃げ出し、
Their aunt died, and their uncle fled.
誰も兄弟をいじめる者はいなくなるはずだったんですが、
There was nobody left to torment the siblings then, but
まるでその後を継ぐように、あの男が執拗に現れるようになったんです。
as if picking up their torch, that man started showing up with alarming tenacity.
あの男？
That man. Then Coach lowered his voice just a bit, as if being aware of his surroundings.
大石です。
I mean, Oishi.
大石。
Oishi.
さっきの男。
The guy from before. Oh. The events that had just occurred came back to me. The hard to describe ominous sensation I'd felt from him came back to me.
あいつは少しおかしいんですよ。
He's a little strange.
お社様のたたりをめぐる一連の事件はみんな解決しているのに、あいつだけがそれを認めていないんです。
The chain of events surrounding Oyashiro-sama's curse have all been solved, and yet he alone doesn't want to accept that.
Accepted? The incidents were all solved, and a detective supposedly with the police department didn't accept that?
あいつが近づく人間には必ず何かよからぬことが起こると言われています。
People say that something bad will surely happen to those he gets close to.
ひなみ沢ではね、大石のことをお社様の
In Hinamizawa, they think Oishi is Oyashiro-sama's.
Kenta! Saved by Mion. Mion. Mion.
Kei-chan!
The door flew open with a rattle, and cute Mion came rushing in just for me. Ha ha ha.
Mion. Mion.
Rena and Rika-chan came running in just a few steps behind her, and then Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, and a few more of our classmates.
Kei-chan.
Kei-chan?
Oishiにやられたの?
Did Oishi do something to you?
怪我を?
Are you hurt?
落ち着いてミオンさん。
Calm down, Mion-san.
怪我はありませんよ。
He's not injured.
念のため湿布をしているだけです。
I only gave him a compress just in case.
ケイチ君、本当に大丈夫かな? Oh, no, this is going to be kind of difficult because my throat is kind of messed up from last night, but this is okay. ケイチ君, are you really okay? かなみんなに聞いたら首を締め上げられてたとか言ってて Everyone was saying stuff about how you were being surrendered!
落ち着けよレナ。
You know, if she was there, she would have punched him. She would have went to jail. We would have had to have started GoFundMe or some shit. Get my girl Rena out of jail. And I would have donated. I would have donated. Anyway. She would have done a flying drop kick. Yeah, she would have, wouldn't she? Anyway.
Calm down, Rena.
肩をすげえ痛く握られただけだ。
He just squeezed my shoulders really hard.
ほら、あざだってないだろ。
There's not even a bruise.
Me. I forget how I voice Mion.
Does it sound a little like this? Or a little deeper? I can't remember.
Or is it higher for her sister? I don't remember, but I'll just do it this way. So there. Jeez!
あんたら何やってんだよ
What the heck were you all doing?
仲間だろ
We're friends, right?
なんでぼーっとしてたんだよ
Why were you just standing around?
なんでケイちゃんを助けなかったんだよ
Why didn't you help Kei-chan?
ごめんなさい
We're sorry, President.
Mion yelled at her classmates, baring her fangs. Tomita-kun and the others hung their heads in silence.
よせよミオン。
Quit it, Mion.
富田君たちはその場にいなかったんだ。
Tomita-kun and the others weren't even there.
責めるのはよせ。
Stop blaming them.
くしょ
Damn it!
大石のやつ
Oishii.
Mion kicked the floor with her heel a few times, her temper running hot. You know what? She's cute this way. I'm back to Mion. She's cute when she's mad. Our teacher, overhearing the commotion, arrived as well.
こらこらこら
I forget how I voice this one. Is it typical anime girl voice? Is it like this? Hey, come on, everyone!
保健室で騒がしくしてはいけませ
Don't make so much noise in the nurse's office!
ん院長みんなを連れて保健室から出なさい
President, take everyone and leave, please! ほらみんな Come on, everyone! もう行こう Let's get going! ケイチ君は大丈夫だってケイチ君 is fine. ほら、みーちゃんも You too, みーちゃん Ooh, that was so high-pitched. I don't even know if like... You too, mi-chan! Yeah, so cute. So cute, the cute voice.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, back to this shit.
Mion was letting her emotions get the best of her, so Rena stepped in instead and let everyone out of the nurse's office. The detective from Okinomiya Station... Let me read slower. I'm just laughing in my head. The detective from Okinomiya Station. Kurado Oishi. Kuraudo.
Oishii. Oishii.
Oishii. Colaudo. Is that Colaudo? Tasty Colaudo. 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 You're right.
It looked like the first impression I'd gotten from him hadn't been mistaken. Satoko's absence had amplified the vague apprehensions I had felt since yesterday. And Oishi's appearance basically sealed the deal.
さて、
All right.
じゃあ私は
I'll
これ
get
で失礼
going.
します。もともと千恵先生に用事があってきたん
I
です。
originally came here for Chie-sensei.
あ、用事があって学校に来たんですよね。
Ah, so you had something to do here.
俺なんかのためにどうもすみませんでした。
Sorry for causing you trouble.
Don't be so humble.
He said, smiling easily.
おかげで役得と言いますか。
There was a side benefit to all of this.
前原くんのきめ細やかなお肌も存分に堪能できましたよ。
I was lucky enough to experience so much of your soft, silky skin, Barabara-kun.
ハフー。
Hafu.
Wait, is this on? No, this is not on. Hold on. Hold on. You gotta do it right. Is that on?
Hafu. Hafu.
Oh, man. He is a man of culture. And creepiness and culture.
With the usual, for Coach anyway, parting words, he instead continued.
では、失礼します。
Please excuse me.
大した怪我ではありませんが、患部を揉んだりするようなことはくれぐれも避けてください。
You aren't wounded badly, but please avoid putting pressure on your shoulders or anything along those lines.
もしも高熱が出たり腫れたりするようなことがあったらすぐに連絡してくださいね。
If you get a high fever or it starts to swell, contact me right away, okay?
そんなことはないと思いますが。
I don't think it'll happen though.
あ、そうだ監督。
Oh, that's right, Coach.
さっきみんなが来る直前何か言ってましたよね。
Oh, that's right, Coach. Before everyone came in, you were going to say something.
大石のことをお社様のなんとかって。
About what people think Oishi is to Oyashiro-sama. Why did I ask that? I shouldn't have said anything. Why? Why, Keiichi Matabara? You should have kept it.
Why? Why are you asking questions, boy? Why?
As soon as he was about to leave the nurse's office, Coach placed a hand on the door and stopped.
あ
あ、right.
お社様の使い
They think
ですよ。
he's Oyashiro-sama's servant.
もちろん悪口ですがね。
They're just bad-mouthing him, though.
お社様の使い
Oyashiro-sama's servant?
前原さんはひなみ沢で毎年綿流しの夜に起こるひなみ沢村連続開始事件、通称お社様のたたりのことはご存知ですか？
No, man, I don't think you understand. This was going to be the good chapter. This was going to be the chapter that he doesn't die, right? 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 No. Okay.
Do you know about the serial freak deaths incidents that occur in Hinamizawa every year on the night of the Watanagashi Festival? Otherwise known as Oyashiro-sama's curse?
No, I did not know about that.
連続開始
What? Freak deaths? What? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Hold on, guys. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I need a moment. I need a sip of water. I need something. I might need some hold on. Let me find it. Some tea. It's tea time. Save 10% off your entire order from The Dragon's Treasure. Just go to thedragonstreasure.com/sawagrapesama. Or use the code sawagrapesama for 10% off your entire order. Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to this.
Now that I think about it, I did seem to remember overhearing Mion or someone in class talking about it, like a ghost story. Why do I end up sounding Canadian when I talk in this stupid voice? Ghost. Oh no. What am I talking about? Ghost story. Ghost story, eh? Oh gosh. Oh no there. My accent just comes out in this voice. No! Anyway. On the festival day in June, one person would always die, and another person would be spirited away. Chicago is basically Canada, right? Well, I mean, no. We don't do the stuff up there like here, I think. I don't know why. Sucks. Let's see where... Okay.
On the festival day in June, one person would always die, and another person would be spirited away. But they seem to call it demoning away here. Ooh.
What a fine story that was. I figured they made it up to scare me, but it was true? Chad, is that true?
どこの誰が言い出したのかもわからない話ですが、
I don't have any idea who first suggested this.
いつの頃からか大石のことを
But at some
お社
point,
様の使いと呼ぶようになりました。
everyone started calling Oishi Oyashiro-sama's servant.
なぜですか？
Why?
あの男がその年のたたりの犠牲者を決めている
Because the rumors go that
と
he...
噂されているからです。
Oh my goodness!
He decides the sacrifices for the curse every year.
Let's think about that for a moment. Do we believe this? Does this make sense? Where's my chart? Where's my chart? No way! No fucking way! Where's my fucking chart? That makes a little sense, doesn't it? I need to make a chart. We need I gotta work on the chart. Oh my gosh.
Whenever June came around, Oishi would start paying frequent visits to Hinamizawa.
亡くなったり消えたりする人たちの多くがあの男の執拗な訪問を受けているからです。
Because Oishi had been persistently questioning most of the dead or disappeared people.
4 years ago, it was known that the victim of the dismemberment, rumored to be the sacrifice, had been seeing Oishi numerous times leading up to the incident. The sacrifices 3 years ago were Satoko's parents. Right before their accidental deaths, Oishi had apparently visited their home. The one who disappeared 2 years ago was Rika-chan's mother. And again, people know that before she vanished, Oishi had been talking to her extremely frequently. The one who disappeared last year, Satoko's older brother, Satoshi. Satoshi too had apparently been approached by Oishi many times before he vanished. And then this year, this time, Oishi was trying to contact Satoko.
冗談じゃないです。
This isn't a freaking joke.
噂ですよ、前原さん。
They're rumors, Maribara-san.
そういう噂がある。
They're just some
という
rumors
だけ
to
で
that
す。
effect.
No, man, I believe this shit now. Chat, this is real. I hadn't said that because of the rumors of Oishi being Oyashiro-sama's servant, or his contacting someone foreshadowing who would be the sacrifice that year. It was because the ominous hatred I felt toward Oishi was becoming more substantiated, more real.
さとこ今日欠席したじゃないですか。
Today, Satoko, she was absent today.
え、そうなんですか？
Wait, really?
That looked like news to Coach. Oh no.
No. Oh no.
This is getting real. Oh no. I'm not liking this.
I had thought he might have known why Satoko was absent today, but...
では失礼します。
Then I'll get going.
前原くんも早くみんなのところに行って安心させてあげるといいでしょう。
A little stretchy stretch.
Then I'll get going. You should go back to the others and put their minds at ease.
そうですね。
You're right.
そうします。
I will. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Coach left the nurse's office and headed towards the teacher's lounge.
Oh no. Oh, no. It could also be the Hinamizawa people target whoever Oishi is talking to most to keep them quiet.
No, that's wrong. It's Oyashiro-sama's curse. It has to be. We're gonna save right here. Yes. That was a very interesting chapter, by the way. View the new tips! Research notes! Research notes! Yarr! I was doing that the other day, too. Snarf! Snarf! I was just doing that. If you know where that's from, then you're old like me. Snarf! I'll see if I can do it right.
Rick then became a boy. The cute and funny times are over for this chapter.
But I like the cute and funny times. Oh. Boo-ho. Boo-ho.
Snarf! Snarf! Running around my house. Just making goofy noises to scare people. Nobody was scared of that one, by the way. Oh, man. Thunder. Thunder. Thunder cash.
Oh. The Hojo family. Every year, Oyashiro-sama's curse claims 2 victims. This means that with 4 years in a row, there might have been 8 in a row. 8 now, but it's worthwhile to note half of them have been members of this family. I wonder, Note the curse on the 2nd year, a certain falling accident involved the death of Hojo, a dam proponent, and the disappearance of his wife. She was pronounced dead the following year after being considered to have vanished under perilous circumstances. The curse on the 4th year involved the death of Hojo's siblings' aunt, who was then their foster mother, and the disappearance of the elder brother. The Hojo family is a poor one, and it's hard to say Mr. Hojo's job went very well. Apparently, upon re-employment via family connections, there was a plan for them to return to the home of the mother's side of the family. For Mr. Hojo, the eviction due to the Hinamizawa Dam project and the payment of a large amount, oh my gosh, a large amount of compensation money, was essentially a windfall. Mr. Hojo actively embraced the Ministry of Construction's negotiations from an early stage and was selected as representative of the dam proponents. It was rumored he had been bought out by the Ministry of Construction for doing so, but the truth is unknown. However, the dam's proponents were in the vastly outnumbered minority. In addition, as the Sonozaki family strengthened its own foundation and promised support against the dam, all of the proponents, save for Mr. Hojo, switched over to the anti-dam side. At this point, Hinamizawa was completely united against the dam, and Mr. Hojo was held up to ridicule as a stooge of the dam project's proponents.
He was, though.
He was, essentially, used as a scapegoat for the anti-dam coalition. In the end, the dam project collapsed with Oyashiro-sama's curse and the dismemberment incident. However, punishment towards the bitter enemies supporting the dam project continues to this day. There are not many left today who supported the dam project, nor who had a negative reputation at the time. If there were any candidates left for the curse, it's the husband and the housewife who was beaten to death last year, Teppei Hojo, and Mr. Hojo's daughter, Satoko Hojo. Strangely, these two are the only candidates left. Will this year's curse come down on the two of them? There is more than enough value in observing them both.
Ooh. Oishi's post memo. Is this to Oishi-san from Oishi-san? Whatever, I'll just read it in this voice. To Oishi-san. There was a call for you from the Section 4's chief,
Shingeharu.
apparently. You know, I should read it in this way. Hold on.
Apparently, the slaughtered corpse in the Ojikawa River is related to the S group, as we thought. We're still verifying what happened behind the scenes, but apparently the deceased filled up dozens of self-created fictional bank accounts to their limits with money from the S group, reaching around 100 million yen. It appears there were 3 or 4 men with former S group connections involved in this. They've already disappeared along with millions of yen. Oh my god. The deceased was tortured on that point for information, and she was clearly slaughtered. Yes. Imagine a gyro detective. She was like slaughtered. Yes. As an example to others. She slayed.
Oh, that would be so cool. Actually, that would be.
Oh my god, like actually, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of boss. I like it. There are apparently some real wizards chasing down the people who disappeared. There are also spreading letters to related Yakuza groups not to harbor them. There's still no evidence that Teppei Hojo is one of those people. As far as Chief Shingeharu can tell, he hasn't been told anything. He was her pimp, but she didn't trust him at all, did she? Teppei Hojo has left the apartment in Okinomiya and has returned to his former residence in Hinamizawa. Oh my god, this is like getting really serious, guys. What are we gonna do? This is too much. I'm getting like really bad vibes from Oishi. You know, really bad vibes. I will not collab. Not gonna do it. Oh my god, he like sent me a DM too, you guys. He sent me a DM talking about like information and shit. No. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Detective sounds fun. Yeah, that's right.
He is like such a Capricorn, and I am like an Aries, so they just don't get along.
Or a Leo. Ew, Leo. Ew. Ew.
Oh my god, like ew.
Where is it? We're gonna continue? What time is it? Oh, we can continue for like an hour. Okay. Alright.
Alright, y'all. We about to do this. Yes, go.
How are you guys liking this chapter so far?
守りたいと思う心に嘘はなかった。大切にしたいと思う心は誰よりも強いはずだった。優しさから生まれた感情はやがて殺意へと変わり、真っ白だった思いは赤と黒で染まってゆく。それが守りたかった日常の崩壊を意味していると分かっていながら。
speaking.
たたり殺し。
No.
何が間違っていたのか。その答えを探して、悲劇はさらに広がってゆく。
I think
北条さんは今日もお休みですか？
Is Hojo-san staying home today too?
古田さんは何か知っていますか？
Furure-san, do you know anything?
The teacher's voice wasn't critical, but Rika-chan hung her head, unable to answer, and I felt really bad for her.
Me. That's all she can say. Me. Me.
The teacher called Rika-chan up, and they had an exchange in hushed tones at the
Dice.
At first, Rika-chan said that Satoko's fever had grown worse, but everyone in class knew it was a lie. Because every day, Rika-chan brought Satoko's bento with her.
さとこちゃん、どうしちゃったんだろうね。
Satoko-chan, I wonder what happened.
俺が知るかよ。
Don't ask me. I'm the one who wants to know most of all. It was already the third day since Satoko's first absence. Ever since then, I haven't felt good. Until last Sunday, everything had been so much fun. I had reached out to Satoko like a real older brother, and we spent that time quietly, but warm and comfortable. So why had it suddenly been flipped over? The more I thought about it, the more I thought that the world had taken a turn for the worse ever since Oishi arrived. Thinking on it now, maybe the strange apprehensions plaguing me the night before Oishi arrived had been a sign. Kuradu Oshi, Oyashiro-sama's servant.
くそ、そんなことあるもんか。
Shit, that's impossible.
あいつが現れたから、サトコが今年のタタリに会う役だなんて
They
決められ
can't
てたまるか
decide
よ。
Satoko will be the curse victim this year just because he showed up. Just what sort of slip-up had I committed to cause such fun times to end so suddenly?
You entered Hinamizawa. That's probably what it is. Anyway, back to this.
Yes, it was the day before Oishi appeared. Shion, Mion, and Rena had spoken of the curse surrounding Satoshi and his disappearance, and it was so sinister it gave me a bad premonition. Such a small thing was the slip-up that I invited Oyashiro-sama's servant. It was absurd. I kept on groaning to myself that I would never accept it, ever. I obviously wasn't the only one suppressing my feelings. Mion and Rena were too. Everyone in the class was doing it. Rika-chan knew something about Satoko's situation, but she wouldn't tell us. Rika-chan still held a calm attitude, like a cat basking in the sun. But she was unbelievably stubborn about this whole thing. She didn't want to tell us, and that wouldn't change no matter how many times we asked her. Everyone understood that, so nobody questioned her.
リカちゃんが言わないならさ、言うまで待つしかないよね。
Hold on. Ah, yeah, man. And model snap too, damn. Did you guys hear that? You guys hear that? Hold on. That's my neck. Oh, yeah, baby. Where's Oyashiro-sama when I need... Where's Oishi? Oishi when I need him. I need a massage.
I'm right here, baby.
Oh, man, I'm cracking hard.
I'm cracking all my bones just to get ready to start the game.
You thought that was the game? Nah, son. That was me. That was me the whole time. If Rika-chan won't talk, then we just have to wait.
逆に言わないってことは言う必要もない程度のことかもしれないし。
And she might not be talking because it's something not worth saying. Yeah, that's how it is.
There was no persuasive power in reassurance given with an anxious face like that.
Oh no, I don't like this. This is bad.
Mion was being taciturn and just looked up at the sky with a somehow annoyed expression. I couldn't tell if she was unhappy that Rika-chan wouldn't talk about it with her own friends, or if she was concerned about Satoko's well-being. And what about me? My anxiety was suffocating me day after day. If someone else were looking at me, then maybe I'd look annoyed, like Mion did.
Tap, tap.
Someone tapped my shoulder. Ah, it was Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun.
前原さん、
What about us, Hod?
ちょっといいですか？
またボールが引っかかったか？
Did your ball get stuck again?
今度はお前たちで何とかしてみろよ。
You guys have to get it yourselves this time.
いつまでも先輩に頼るのは良くないぜ。
Don't rely on older kids for everything. I didn't feel like going along with them, so I was a little unsympathetic with my response.
ちょっと気になる噂を聞いたんすよ。
We heard a little interesting rumor.
噂？
A rumor?
はい。
Yeah.
ひょっとすると関係があるかもと思って。
Yeah. I just thought it might have something to do with that. A rumor about Satoko. They hadn't said that, but it didn't seem unrelated. They didn't want to talk in the classroom, so they pulled me behind the school building, lending further credence to that thought. The back of the school was damp and humid like always. Students didn't really come here because they wanted to. It might, however, have been the ideal location for trading rumors away from prying eyes.
富田君、岡村君。
Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun.
その噂話ってもちろん聡子の欠席と関係のある話なんだろうな。
These rumors, they're about why Satoko is absent, right?
関係があるかはわからないですけど、あるいは。
We don't know if it has something to do with it though, or maybe.
聡子は一体どうしたってんだ？
What on earth happened to Satoko?
風邪なのか？
Is she sick?
それともひょっとして
Or could
もっ
she
と重
be
い病気か怪我か何かで。
like really sick or injured or something?
いえ、それが。
No, actually.
むしろ逆で。
It's the opposite.
うちのばあちゃんの話だと。
I heard my grandma saying.
昨日の昼にうちの店に豆腐を買いに来たらしいんです。
That she came to buy tofu at our shop yesterday.
Oh, Tomita's family runs a tofu shop, added Okamura-kun.
豆腐屋さんに。
She went shopping.
Nani? What?
買い物？
To buy some tofu. To buy tofu? My voice sounds so stupefied, even I can tell. It was understandable. I was worried about what grave illness or injury she had, when the person herself had been out and about, shopping for tofu!
で、聡子はどうだったんだよ？
So, how was she?
元気そうだったのか？
Did she look okay?
それとも病み上がりでマスクでもしてたとか？
Was she wearing a mask? Like she was getting better?
松葉杖で包帯だらけだったとか？
Or was she using crutches? Or did she have bandages on her?
いえ、別に 病気とか怪我とかそういうわけじゃなかったらしいんですが。
No, there wasn't really any signs of sickness or injuries on her, but
I should have felt relieved that it wasn't an illness or an injury, but my anxiety wasn't going away. Because Tomina-kun and Okamura-kun's expressions weren't looking any better.
絹ごし豆腐を1丁買っていったそうなんですが、ばあちゃんが言うにはおかしいと。
she apparently came to buy one piece of soft tofu, but my grandma said it was strange.
おかしい？
Okashi?
なぜ？
Why?
絹ごし豆腐を買って何が悪い？
What's wrong with buying soft tofu? Irritated by how roundabout they were being, I had to desperately fight that irritation by creeping into my voice.
北条とフルデってほら二人暮らしでそんなにお金持ちってわけじゃないですよね。
Well, Hojo and Furude live by themselves, and they don't have that much money, right?
だから二人はいつも安い木綿豆腐しか買わないんです。
So they only ever buy the cheaper, firmer kind of tofu.
一番高い絹ごし豆腐なんか買ったことないんです。
They've never bought the soft stuff. It's the most expensive thing there.
木綿だって絹ごしだってどっちも豆腐だろ？
Soft or hard, they're both tofu, right?
たまにはうまい豆腐が食いたくなっただけかもしれないじゃないか。
Maybe she just wanted to eat some great tofu or something.
それはそうですけど。
Well, so that's good. Well, maybe, but
I knew how transparent I sounded right then. This wasn't anything trivial. It was some kind of important clue. Not the cheap, firm tofu, but the expensive, soft kind. Shopping not in the evening after school, but in the middle of the day. I couldn't figure out what those things meant. As I thought hard about it, Okamura-kun took his turn to speak.
次は僕っすね。
Me next!
これも噂なんですけど、帰ってきたらしいんですよ。
This is just a rumor, but apparently he's back.
帰ってきた？
He?
何が？
Who?
誰が？
Who's back?
北条のおじさんが。
Hojo's uncle. Satoko's uncle. Right. I think Coach told me about him.
Arigato, Jinpachiro.
You've been a member for 16 months. How does it feel?
Jinpachiro became a boy.
How does it feel to be a baka?
Their aunt and uncle had taken them in after Satoko and Satoshi lost their parents in the accident.
去年のお社様のたたりで怖くなって町に逃げたっていう北条のおじさんです。
Feels great to be trapped in a cage. Yeah, you got all that rage. You're trapped in a cage. Rah.
Hojo's uncle. They say he skipped town last year, scared of Oyashiro-sama's curse.
こいつヤクザみたいな怖くて乱暴なやつで。
He's really scary and violent, like a gang member, yo! Everything Coach had told me came back in bits and pieces. Right. The mean aunt and uncle who had tormented them all the time. I think he said that after their aunt was beaten to death by the deviant, he ran away to his lover's house in Okinomiya in fear of the curse.
そいつが帰ってくると、どうして聡子が学校を休んで真っ昼間に絹ごし豆腐を買う羽目になるんだ？
Why would she be staying home from school and shopping for soft tofu in the middle of the day just because her uncle came back? My underclassmen clammed up and looked downwards. Oh, there must have been some big hint buried in there. Even if I didn't understand, if I told Mion or Rena about it, maybe they'd know something.
あ、ごめんな、二人とも。
Oh, my bad, you two.
せっかく好意で話を聞かせてくれたのに、なんだか問い詰めるような言い方になっちゃって。
You were nice enough to talk about it, and I started hammering you with questions. Damn, Sour, learn to read.
いえ、いいんすよ。
Oh, no, it's okay.
北条が重病で寝たきりになってないことが分かっただけでも、ほら。
Now we know that she hasn't been in bed this whole time, gravely ill.
儲けもんじゃないですか。
That's worth something, right? That might be true. But it still won't make the clouds over my mind fade away.
ああ、前原さん、ほらあれ
Manabara-san, over there! Okamoto-kun cried wildly, pointing over my shoulders behind me. Startled, I turned around, and way on the other side of the schoolyard, near the school gate, I saw a figure trudging forth.
What happened? What happened? This is like the worst one. Don't do that. What the fuck happened? What happened? Well, good night, everybody. I'm done streaming. I'm just kidding. Imagine if I did that. Imagine. Oh no. Oh no. If I was a good streamer, I'd do it. But I'm a bad streamer. That would be so evil. It would, wouldn't it? I should do it because my voice is kind of crappy right now. I can hear it. I always put it so that I can hear my own voice. So I could get the tones right in the microphone. Bah. So yeah, I'm constantly hearing myself in my head. So I can see if I can get the tones right, silly. Go to sleep, Granny. You shut up. You shut up. Leave me alone, young whippersnapper. You don't tell me when to sleep. What if I did it now? Have you ever seen streamers like sleep on the stream? Is that a thing? Oh, I remember! That is a thing! I remember hearing Kirsha snore! I remember back in the day when I saw a fox woman. She had a stream in the thon thing as she went to bed. And when she went to bed, she would snore. Hoo-shoo, hoo-shoo. That is smart that you do that. Our voice actor is immune to that. I can't edit my own words because I hate my own voice. Yeah, probably. I don't know. But I actually listen. I like this one. This is okay. Snore so cute. It was the donathon. Yeah, it was so much fun. That was so funny. Anyway, back to... If you have the clip, send it to me. Send it to me on the Twitters or on the Discord. That's so funny. Everyone talked to their moms today? Unfortunately, yes. I did. Yes, I did. Anyway, back to this.
Startled, I turned around, and way on the other side of the schoolyard, near the school gate, I saw a figure trudging forth. Ah!
Hojo-da!
It's Hojo!
I burst into a run faster than I could speak, so that, as quickly as possible, I could see with my own eyes that she was okay.
Satoko!
Satoko! Satoko seemed taken aback at me by me shouting and running over to her.
Oh! My, what is it, Keiichi-san?
突然大声を出して走ってくるから何事かと驚きましたわ。
Sudoku.
Sudoku! Yeah, she's right there. She's a puzzle, and I can't solve it. Anyway.
You surprised me with all that yelling and running.
バカ！俺のことなんかどうでもいいだろう。
Baka! Enough about me already!
それより、どうしたってんだよ、サトコ。
3 days! What happened, Satoko?
俺、心配で心配で。
I was so worried!
心配性ですわね。
What a worry wart.
たかだか3日ですわよ。
It was only 3 days.
もう、ケイチさんは心配性なんですから。
You're such a worry wart, Keiichi-san.
From listening to her, she seemed like the normal Satoko, but I could tell she was clearly acting strangely. Her smile was somehow forlorn, and her complexion was bad for some reason.
Hojo!
Hojo!
大丈夫だったのかよ。風邪とかじゃないのか？
Were you alright? Were you sick or something? Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun both expressed their concern.
一体どうしたってんだよ。
Just what happened anyway?
3日も。
3 days!
俺がどれだけ心配してたか。
Do you know how worried I was?
ごめんあそばせですわ。
Oh, I do so apologize.
ちょっとお家のお掃除をしたりしてたんですのよ。
I was just giving the house a good cleaning.
だいぶ長いこと使ってませんでしたから、もう家中ほこりだらけでして。
We haven't used it for rather a long time, so everything was covered in dust.
はあ？サトコ、お前何を言ってんだ？
Huh? Satoko, what are you talking about?
なんで家の掃除なんかで学校を休まなきゃなんないんだ？
Why would you have to stay home from school to clean the house? Satoko didn't answer me. Instead, she passed by me and headed for the entrance.
もう、
Gosh,
今はお弁当の時間ではありませんの？
it's clearly lunchtime, is it not?
私はお腹が空いてますのよ。
I am just starving.
It was certainly lunch break. I couldn't force her to stop after she told me she wanted lunch, since she was so hungry.
まあいいや。
Well, whatever!
リカちゃんは3日間、毎日お前の弁当を持ってきてくれてるんだぜ。
Rika-chan's been bringing your lunch for 3 days now!
今日はちゃんと食べてやれそうだな。
You look like you can eat it today.
とにかく、早く教室へ行こう。
Let's go to the classroom
みんなを安心させてやろうぜ。
and put everyone's minds at ease.
そうですわね。
You're right.
皆さんにご心配をおかけしてしまったかもしれませんわ
I
ね。
suppose I may have caused everyone to worry.
人気者は辛いでございますわ。
It sure is tough being popular.
I put my hand on Satoko's shoulder and we ran to the classroom together. Up close, I was able to verify that Satoko looked somehow weak. All this anxiety was supposed to go away when I saw her again. That's what I had thought. But now, I actually started to have quite different fears. What the heck happened, Satoko? Everyone in the class, of course, reacted the same exact way I had. Good.
We worried about you. I'm glad to see you well.
What are you doing for the 3 days? What was you doing?
That's a sick kid in the corner.
What were you doing for the 3 days? What were you doing?
Our classmates showered her in questions.
本当にご迷惑をおかけしましたわね。
I truly do apologize for causing a fuss.
As she cackled, she chowed down on the bento Rika-chan had made for her. And those in the teacher's lounge must have been informed of Satoko's arrival, because our teacher sprinted into the classroom, her breathing ragged.
Hojo-san.
Hojo-san!
あら先生
Oh, sensei!
3日間もご心配をおかけしましたわね
I'm sorry for worrying you these 3 days. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. She said sorry. Something's wrong.
ご覧の通り元気でピンピンしてますわ
As you can see, I'm as fit as a fiddle.
もう本当に心配してたんですからね。
My, I was very worried about you.
お弁当が食べ終わったら職員室に来るんですよ。
When you are done eating, come right to the teacher's lounge.
いろいろとお話があります。
I have a lot to talk to you about.
3日もサボったからきっと大目玉に違いありませんわね
This feels like a robot, Satoko. This feels like if someone was pretending to be Satoko in Satoko's body. That's what this feels like. I don't like this. I must be in for a good scolding for those 3 days I cut class.
Satoko laughed sheepishly while she scratched her head, and the rest of the class burst out into laughter. The teacher was acting angry, but she breathed a sigh of relief at seeing Satoko healthy and smiling as she ate her lunch with the class surrounding her.
でも安心したよなレナ。
Oh man, what a relief, right, Rena?
あ、ごめん無事でよかったよね
Yeah, I'm glad she's okay.
I looked at Rena and I knew. She had a sense that something about Satoko was off too.
What? Yeah.
I looked to see Mion detached from the clamor as well, with a somewhat grim expression.
Oh, the eyes. The eyes are different. Different, but the same. Different. You want the original art? Different. Different.
But Rika-chan, on the other hand, was smiling from ear to ear. She spread out the bento boxes one by one as Satoko finished them. Finally, Satoko was satisfied, and after enjoying a thorough conversation with her classmates, remembered that she had been called to the teacher's lounge.
めんどくさいんですけど行かないともっと怒られてしまいそうですからね
It's such a pain, but I think she'll be angrier if I don't go.
僕も一緒に行きますですよ
I'll go with you.
Satoko rises from her seat, and Rika-chan runs over to her.
ごめんあそばせケイチさん
I do apologize, Keiichi-san.
ちょっと怒られてまいりますわ
I'll be right back after getting scolded.
おう
Oh, right.
なんだったら俺も一緒に付き合うぜ。
I mean, I could go with you too.
例のカレーの悪口の時一緒に職員室で怒られた仲じゃないか。
We're all comrades in getting scolded in the teacher's lounge ever since the curry incident, right?
それには及ばないのです
That won't be necessary.
ケイチはここでお留守番なのですよ
Keiichi should mind the place while we're away.
Rika-chan's words were gentle, but the firm rejection was clear in her eyes. The two of them exited. I'm so shocked she's here. I'm so shocked. Anyway, the two of them exited into the hallway, walking shoulder to shoulder. After seeing them off, the class breathed a collective sigh of relief, broke apart, and went back to their usual lunch break banter. We, however, couldn't go back to how we usually were. Oh, man. Not I, not Mion, and of course, not Rena. They stared at the classroom exit Satoko and Rika-chan had left through. Their expression, a little distant and grim.
俺たちは仲間だ。
We're all friends.
そうだろう、みんな。
Isn't that right? I blurted out something strange, so Mion and Rena turned around with dubious expressions.
俺は仲間に隠し事はしない。
I won't keep anything from my friends.
だから、さっき聞いたばかりのことを言う。
So, I'll tell you what I just heard a little while ago. I told him the stories I heard from Tomita-kun and Okamoto-kun earlier about the tofu shop, and how Satoko's uncle had apparently come back. All at once, without letting them speak.
これが俺の知るすべてだ。
And that's all I know.
だからミオンもレナも知っていることがあるなら話してくれ。
So if either of you knows anything, please say so.
俺は俺の知るすべてを話したぞ。
I've said everything I can. I ended my sentence firmly and looked into Mion and Rena's eyes in turn. Rena stared right back at me. Her eyes didn't falter. Without even opening her mouth, I could tell she wasn't hiding anything. Our gazes turned to Mion.
別に私は隠して黙ってるわけじゃないよ。
It's not like I was trying to keep it a secret or anything.
Mion couldn't seem to endure our silent stares and began to talk timidly, as if she was guilty of something.
でもケイちゃんが話したなら私も話さないわけにはいかないよね。
It's just, now that you've said something, Kei-chan, I guess I have to talk about it.
みーちゃん、何か知ってるの？みー
ちゃん、you know something?
いや、聡子のおじが帰ってきたっての帰ってきた初日から知ってたよ。
Well, I mean, I knew from the first day that Satoko's uncle had come home.
この間の日曜日にふらっとひなみ沢に帰ってきたって。
That he just randomly showed up in Hinamizawa last Sunday.
どうしてそれを黙ってた？
Why didn't you tell us that?
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
My angry shout caused Mion to flinch away, look down, and hang her head uncomfortably.
ケイチ君、怒るようなことじゃないよ。
ケイチ君、it's nothing to get angry about.
みーちゃん怖がってる。
You're scaring me, ちゃん。
あ、ごめん。つい大声を。
Huh. Oh. Sorry I shouted at you. I lowered my head in apology. Mion accepted it, collected herself, and continued. According to her, her uncle's relationship with his lover, whom he had been with in Okinomiya, had collapsed. Without anywhere to go, he went back home to Hinamizawa. And on that Sunday, the day of the barbecue, her uncle ran into Satoko and brought her back to the house.
自宅に
Why?
なんで連れ戻すんだよ。
Did he bring her with him?
ろくでなしの寄生虫だからね。
Because he's a good-for-nothing parasite.
自分一人じゃ炊事はおろか、掃除一つできないし。
He can't even cook by himself, much less do any cleaning.
そんな炊事やお掃除のためにさとこちゃんを連れ戻したっていうの？
But that's... He brought Satoko-chan back to have her cook and clean?
I remember that she said she'd been cleaning the house when I met her back at the school gate. A moment later, the pieces fell into place, into the jigsaw puzzle of unease. And as for what the puzzle depicted, when I saw it from afar, I could see the answer clearly.
聡子が家に閉じ込められて、
Satoko was locked up at home
いじめられながら家事をやらされてる
and tormented into doing the housework.
っていう噂なんだよ。
Those are the rumors.
If you knew that, why didn't you speak up? I nearly yelled that at Mion, but I hastily stopped myself.
みーちゃん、それ本当なの？
みーちゃん、is that true?
私がこの目で確かめたわけじゃないから、本当かどうかは知らないけど。
I haven't seen it myself, so I don't know if it's true or not.
Mion looked down again, and, staring at the floor, she grew quiet.
去年みたいに？
Just like last year?
意地悪なおじさん夫婦のところで暮らしてた時みたいに？
Like when they lived with their mean uncle and his wife?
でもさ、そのおじさんって家事はからっきしなんだろ？
But this uncle is completely helpless when it comes to housework, right?
サトコが重宝なわけだから、何もいじめてるってわけじゃないかもしれないだろ？
If Satoko's that important, then there wouldn't be any reason to torment her, would there?
ケイチ君、何を根拠に言ってるのか知らないけど。
ケイチ君、I don't know what grounds you have for saying that.
いい加減なことは言わない方がいいよ。
But you shouldn't be so irresponsible.
Rena clearly and directly got me mad at me. You don't know much about this, so don't talk as though you do. Yes, that's clearly what she meant.
じゃあレナは知ってるのかよ？
Fine. Then do you know something, Rena?
私だって知らないよ。
I don't know anything either.
今ここで聞くまで、サトコちゃんがおじさんの家に連れ戻されたなんて知らなかったもの。
I didn't know her uncle had taken her to the house until hearing it just now.
でもね。
But
1年前とはまるで状況が違うの。
The situation is different from a year ago.
状況が違うってどういうことだよ？
The situation is different. What does that mean?
サトシ君がいない。
Satoshi-kun isn't here.
サトシはすごく妹思いのいい兄だったんだよ。
Satoshi really cared about his little sister.
いつもサトコをかばってた。
He always stuck up for her.
意地悪なおじおばのとばっちりが少しでもサトコにかぶらないように盾になってくれてた。
Oh, he was her shield, so that she would be affected just a little less by their mean aunt and uncle's fighting.
家には意地悪なおじさんとサトコちゃんが二人きりなんだよ。
The mean uncle and Satoko-chan are the only ones living there now.
それがどれだけ行き詰まるものか、ケイチ君にだって想像がつくんじゃないかな。
Can't you imagine how stifling that must be, Keiichi-kun?
ティナミ沢に帰ってきた理由だって身を寄せてた愛人が蒸発したからでしょ。
He only even came back because he broke up with the woman he was staying with. That's true. That's
そんな
true.
不愉快な理由で帰ってきた人がどうしてサトコちゃんに優しくできるっていうの？
Do you think a person who came back for such an unpleasant reason would be able to treat Satoko-chan kindly?
She was right. It wasn't easy for me to imagine Satoko not being tormented.
ごめん。
Sorry.
あ、こっちこそごめん。
Oh, no, I'm sorry too.
問い詰めるような口調になっちゃったね。
I sounded like I was interrogating you, didn't I? How...
An awkward atmosphere floated among us. The three of us remained silent and just stared at the floor. Oh man, this is bad.
It was the parents that died, right? Yes. And her aunt died? And now her uncle is back because he ran away from Hinamizawa because he was afraid of Oyashiro-sama's curse. Boo. Well, stretchy stretch. Stretch the potato. Stretch the potato. Oh, yeah. hydrate? Yeah, good. You feeling good? I'm feeling kind of dizzy. But I'm okay.
This old lady needs to go to bed soon.
Yeah, in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah.
20 minutes later.
Yes, I remember the saga. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Finally, we heard the principal's bell ringing. The teacher came back with Satoko and Rika-chan at her side.
さあさあ、午後の授業を始めますよ。
All right. We're starting afternoon class.
委員長、号令。
Class president, please.
Please.
Everybody stand up.
ごめんなさいね。
I'm sorry.
失礼。
How rude of me. Ooh, she was mad. Why's she mad though?
I couldn't read anything from Satoko's vaguely sheepish expression. But given the clouded look Rika-chan was wearing behind her, it was tough to laugh off the disquieting story I heard from Mion. Ooh, she's mad.
All right.
久々に全メンバーが揃ったからね。
First time in a while everyone's been here.
久しぶりにパーッと大部活で盛り上がろうじゃないの。
Let's all have a roaring good time with the whole club.
Yeah, perfect! Indeed, in times like these, the best thing to do was obviously get rowdy and scheme against one another in a club activity.
望むところだよ。
Just what I was waiting for.
ねえ、さとこちゃん。
Hey, Satoko-chan.
やろう。
やろ。
さとこが好きだったゲームあるでしょ。ほら、なんだったっけ。
There was that game you liked, wasn't there? What was it again?
なんでも構わないよ。
It doesn't matter which.
言ってみ。
Tell me.
言ってみ。
Tell me.
Mion laughed happily, took a bunch of games out of the club locker and lined them up on the desk.
Hello, Zap. How are you doing?
I think that was the first time Mion's ever let someone else decide on a game for her. I could tell she was being especially considerate to Satoko, thinking that whatever her circumstances, if we could just enjoy our time together as a group, that might be some comfort, some diversion. Satoko seemed to understand her feelings too, and smiled vaguely, though pleased. But her head slowly moved from side to side. No! She's gonna play the game!
ありがたいですけど、お気持ちだけで結構ですわ。
I am very grateful, but your feelings are enough.
いろいろしなければならないことがありますの
There
で。
are many things I need to do, so.
Even Rika-chan hung her head in remorse.
おい、本気なわけ。
Oi.
That's the next one I'm gonna be going around my house doing.
Oi.
Hey, whoa. Hey there. Seriously?
部活メンバーが久しぶりに揃っ
All
たっ
the
ての
club
に、
members are here
大
for
流れになっ
once
ちゃうわ
and
け。
you're not playing anything?
敵前逃亡は罰ゲームってのは、海賊第何条だったっけ？
Desertion in the face of the enemy. What was the punishment game for it? What part of the club constitution was it in?
やめなよ、みーちゃん。
Stop it, Mi-chan.
無理に付き合わせちゃダメだよ。
We can't force her to play with us.
別におじさんは無理強いしてるわけじゃないよ。
Hey, this old man isn't trying to force her or anything.
ただ大盛り上がりした方が絶対に楽しいと思って。
I just thought it would be more fun, for sure, if we did something exciting.
本当にお気持ちだけで嬉しいんですのよ。
Really? I'm happy you feel that way.
ご安心なさいませ。次に戦うときは皆さんまとめてでっかい罠にはめてご覧に入れますわ。
Don't worry. Next time we meet, you'll see. I'll get you all caught in a gigantic trap.
Satoko, while insulting us, still said she couldn't participate in the club today and apologized. She quickly put her things into her bag and pattered out into the hallway, disappearing. It all happened in the blink of an eye.
Satoko.
Satoko.
Rika-chan stared lonesomely as her friend hurried home, unable to be part of club activities. Silence filled the classroom. Both the cheerful voices of her classmates in the schoolyard and the voices of the cicadas sounded like they were coming from some faraway world.
Pooh.
つまんないの。
This is boring.
The silence was broken by Mion's bitterness as she began putting the games on the desk back into the locker. Everyone just stared absently at Satoko's seat, now empty.
リカちゃん。そろそろ話してくれてもいいんじゃないかな。
Maybe you could tell us about it now.
Rena made as gentle a smile as she possibly could, and spoke softly to Rika-chan. Even without hearing it from her, we pretty much knew the situation at this point. Satoko's uncle had broken up with his lover and had come back home to Hinamizawa. And he had taken Satoko back home and forced her to do all the household work. And that all had to be pretty rough on her. Thinking this was common knowledge to everyone, I skipped to the important part.
だいぶひどいのか?
Is it really bad? Maybe Mion and Rena wanted to ask the same question. Nobody spoke. We all just stared, waiting for Rika-chan's reply.
Not even a meep. It's bad, guys. It's bad. It's bad.
Rika-chan still didn't answer us. We were hoping for her to say no, but her silence was a bad enough sign.
去年だっけ?
Last year, was it?
おじ夫婦の元にいた時もこんな状況だったんだろ?
It was like this when both her uncle and wife were here, right?
Yeah. あの時は夫婦喧嘩のとばっちりみたいなのがほとんどだったからさ。
At the time, they were mostly just being caught between their aunt and uncle fighting.
こうして部活で時間を潰して家にいる時間を極力減らすのも一つの手だったんだけど。
One of the ways we helped out was the club, by reducing her time at home as much as we could. But
今は家事を強制されてるから学校に残ることもできないんだね。
He's making her do chores now, so she can't stay at school either.
Shit! Satoko's not a slave! Who do you think you are? Ignoring your own inability to live properly and basically putting Satoko under house arrest!
常識的に考えてこんなのおかしいんじゃねえのか?
When you think about it, isn't this really strange?
いろいろと状況証拠は必要だろうけどこういうのって虐待だろ?
We need a lot of circumstantial evidence. But isn't this abuse?
警察とかに通報できないのかよ?
Can't we notify the police or something?
そうだよね。
You're right.
体罰の証拠とかがあれば警察に通報できると思うよ。
If we had evidence that she was being abused, I think we could tell the police.
あるいはそういうのって地域の民生委員さんとかに相談できないの?
And can't we talk to the region's welfare people about this?
Renan and I kept saying police, police, as though it were nothing. but Mion's response sounded like she thought we were a little naive.
みんな簡単に言ってくれるけどさ。
It's easy for you to say that.
それを立証するリスクを考えたことある？
Have you thought about the risks of actually getting proof?
リスクってなんだよ。
What do you mean, risks?
一昨年の冬かな。
I think it was 2 winters ago.
通報したんだよ。
We reported it.
児童相談所に。
To the Child Consultation Center.
虐待があるからすぐに何とかしてくれって。
We told them there was abuse happening and to do something right away.
そうだったんだ。
You did?
それで
What happened?
電話してすぐにお役所の人が来てくれたよ。
A person came as soon as we called.
で、さとことかさとしとかに事情聴取してた。
She interviewed Satoko and Satoshi about what was going on.
ついでにおじ夫婦のところにもね。
And then their uncle and his wife too.
さとことさとしに聞くまではいいが、おじ夫婦にまで聞くのはまずいんじゃないのか？
I can understand asking Satoko and Satoshi, but wouldn't it be not so good to talk to the aunt and uncle?
両者の意見を聞いて総合的に判断するんだとさ。
They said they based their judgment on what they heard from both sides.
ご立派ご立派。
Great of them, wasn't it?
で、結果はどうだったの？
So, what did they decide to do?
様子見。
Wait and see.
様子見ってなんだよそれ。
What do you mean, wait and see?
おじさん、とっても勉強になっちゃったんだけどさ。
The uncle really studied up on this stuff.
法律ではね、暴行か育児放棄が認められなきゃ虐待とは言わないんだってさ。
By law, you can't call it abuse unless assault or child neglect has been established.
さとこもさとしもよく小づかれてたらしいけど、別に傷跡が残るようなレベルじゃなかったし。
They poked and prodded Satoko and Satoshi a lot, but it never left any real marks on them.
3食の飯も一応食えてたし、寝床もあったし。
They were pretty much eating 3 meals a day and had beds.
心理的外傷を与える言動だって別にカセットテープで証拠があったわけじゃないし。
And there weren't any recordings or something like that to prove they'd said or done anything to cause them psychological trauma.
村の人たちだって実際に乱暴してる現場は見たことないからね。
None of the villagers had ever actually seen them being violent either.
いくら意地悪だからって人前で乱暴はしないでしょ。
No matter how mean you are, you wouldn't act so violent in front of other people.
誰だって。
Nobody would.
で、その後どうなったの？
Then, what happened?
しばらくは毎週決まった日に民生委員さんが訪問してたみたい。
The welfare officer apparently went to visit on the same day each week for a while.
おじ夫婦も自分たちが見張られてることを気にして目立ついじめはしなくなったらしいけど。
The aunt and uncle knew they were being watched though, and didn't torment them in any way that would stand out.
それで済むわけないでしょ。
Of course, that wasn't the end of it.
より陰湿ないじめ方に加速していったってことだね。
You mean they ramped up how malicious they were being?
Mion sighed and nodded.
おばのやつが特にねちっこくってさ。
Their aunt was really damn stubborn.
女特有の陰湿さっていうのかな。
She's one of the most spiteful people I've ever known.
相当いやらしいことをしてたらしいよ。
Apparently, she was doing pretty disgusting things.
さとこ、最後の方は呼吸するだけのボロ人形みたいだった。
Satoko was like a doll that did nothing but breathe by the end of it.
So what? From that conclusion, does that mean they never should have contacted child welfare in the first place?
わかった？
Understand?
誰の目にも明らかな虐待の証拠がなかったらお手上げなんだよ。
Without proof of abuse so clear anyone could see it, there's nothing we can do.
むしろ状況を悪化させかねない。
In fact, it might even make the situation worse.
あれは
We
失敗だった。
messed up pretty bad.
After hearing that, even public organizations, the one thing they thought was dependable, couldn't do anything. Everyone hung their heads.
つまり誰の目にも明らかな虐待の証拠が見つかるまで通報すべきでないってことなんだね。
In other words, until we have clear evidence of abuse, we shouldn't notify anyone?
まあその
Well, I mean...
そういうこと。
Basically, yeah.
I considered Satoko's current situation. She was brought back to her house. It was a little difficult to call that abuse. Oh man, water's good. She was being tormented and forced to do the chores. How she was being tormented would be the key, but without concrete evidence, it would be difficult to prove. If she had some kind of external injury, that would work. But as far as we could tell from today, she had nothing like that. And being forced to do the chores. Oh gosh, I can't read. And being forced to do the chores, that was a bit weak too. There had to be better evidence that she was without a doubt being abused. I know. Her uncle had ignored Satoko's existence for a whole year and went to live with his lover in town. Didn't that fall under one of the definitions of abuse that Mion had mentioned? Child neglect?
Yeah, それは立派な育児放棄だね。
It's a perfect case of child neglect.
どうなの、みーちゃん。
What about that, Mi-chan?
おじが今もいなければ育児放棄は認定されそうだけど。
If her uncle weren't here now, it would be recognized as child neglect.
Wait a moment. But her uncle was gone. Let me say. So her uncle is gone, and y'all didn't file a report going, he just neglected her. She's neglected. You just sit on it? I can't deal with this. I'm going to bed.
I am going to bed.
I need to get some rest, youngins. I can't be playing this. Let me go to the menu. We're gonna save. Save the game. We're gonna save it here, sonnies. We're gonna go to bed now. I need some rest. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for donating. And have a good rest of your weekend, I guess. Is it over yet?
Is the weekend over, baby?
I don't know if I'm gonna stream this week. I might have things to do. But I'll see if I can sneak in a gorilla. I'll see what I can do. Okay? Bye-bye. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baka. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baka. Bye-bye.